Проснусь.
Hi, hi. Hello, Katya.
Hello, Zhenya. Really nice to meet you.
Nice
Yeah.
to see you again. And well, we are planning something for our audiences. So let's talk about it a little bit. And first of all, I'd like you to introduce yourself to my audience. So, where are you based? What are you doing?
Okay. Yeah. First of all, thank you for, like inviting me, and thank you for this great opportunity to talk to your audience as well. So I'm for like last 10 years with a little break. I'm based in the UK. I live like north from London. So I live in a small town, not a big city. It was a big change after Moscow. Um, so I studied here. I did my master here about educational leadership and management. I worked here for like marketing agencies. And because last 20 years I've been working with big companies in different countries, I've been helping them to attract and select best graduates for their internship programs. So with this kind of background, I kind of eventually came to the idea that I might actually help people to understand better what they want to do in life with work. I mean, um, how they can choose what they want to do, and how they can find the first job, like the first kind of employer or any next employer. And I usually work with people from 13 years old and up. I don't have any limits on top. For now, the oldest person with whom I've been working, and we've been looking for her new areas in career development. So she was 52, as far as I remember. So I'm
Why
working
the
with,
age? The age for changing something.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, our generation, we've changed several occupations already. So our children, they will change a lot of occupation in their life. So it's absolutely normal that people who are like in their middle ages, they change everything a lot because they change countries, or because uh, their, I don't know, like four children have grown and left their house, and okay, I need to come back. I mean, usually it's quite often actually when I talk to women and they say, okay, yeah, I it was a big job, like two, three, four kids. I'm done, and now I need to do something else, and I don't know what I want to do. So can we think about it? Can we explore it together? So I love doing that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is something really meaningful and rewarding. I can relate to that, like helping people grow, see their strengths, like admit to their powers, see their lives as an achievement and something that is coming, and help plan it and see
Yeah.
it clearly. So,
Hmm.
what is the problem, or are the problems that your clients typically face? Like, apart from being lost, like
Hmm.
not sure about their own wishes, what else gets in their way?
Sometimes, as you said, they it's just very hard to find what actually I would want to do. Another thing is that when you're in a new country and you understand that probably for now, at least, you're not ready for like new adventure with higher education, you understand that you actually don't know what you can do with your previous education and with your previous experience. You don't know how your, like skills and experience might fit in different roles in the new country. So this is the another thing. Uh, Sometimes it's the questions are the questions. Sometimes questions lie about around the idea that okay, I kind of have some ideas, but I'm not sure whether they actually exist around me and how I should start, or where to start. It's like I don't know I don't know where's the starting point, and we kind of trying to explore this together. Sometimes it's about like um, how to say it, the search for bravery. Like
Mhm.
when you have this kind of like the imposter syndrome, we all have it. I mean, and when you think I'm not good enough, maybe I need to, like go to university in this country and then all doors will open for me. Well, to be honest, they won't probably. So, because university, especially for people who are, like in the middle of their life, universities, they might help, but they're not the only things that you need to, like you need to do. The university education is not the only thing that you need to do.
Can relate. I can relate to that a lot because when I graduated, when I got my master's from the Free University of Berlin, and my thesis was very much in line with my experience and with the jobs I was applying for. I was sure they would all need me and they would see me as the most valuable employee ever because 15 years of experience, the dissertation, and I wanted to work for the universities as a public relations manager in the international domain. And everything, I mean, I had, or so I thought, but no, it didn't work. And that was the tipping point. Maybe it was like meant to be this way, where I stopped trying to break that wall, to just go there in that direction. Started thinking what else and what do I really want. And that was the point when I started my new career as the tutor, the teacher, the trainer, the language coach eventually. And it works. It's been working pretty well, but it was a change still.
It is a big change. Yeah, I'm trying to sit on both chairs still. I'm trying to work for companies as a freelance consultant, or like freelance employer brand manager or something. But in the same time, I love my practice as a career consultant. I love doing that, and because I work with people and teenagers from very different countries. I work in English and in Russian. It depends on the teenager or on the person. So because some of them, especially our kids, but some of them, if they lived here even 5 years, if they've been studying in Canada in English, they lived in English speaking country. Sometimes it's easier for them to speak to me in English.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can feel
Uh,
this even now,
yeah,
my
yeah,
5 or 7 year old. Yeah. German.
yeah. German, yeah, yeah, yeah. So now I do English, so I work with people who live maybe in very different countries. I don't know, like from New Zealand and Thailand till, I don't know, like Dubai and Buenos Aires and America and UK and Europe.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we will speak either Russian or English. Yeah, yeah. So
Well, I guess this makes you a very valuable coach and mentor for those who are looking for jobs. I mean, you see this all the markets and the struggle from both perspectives. Like you
mm-hmm,
know what the demand is.
mm-hmm,
On the other hand, you know what people want, what skills they have, what skills they lack, what they are looking for when they're looking for a job. And so, being the employer brand manager is the job that needs a lot of insights like that.
mm-hmm.
Well, was it your idea or mine? I'm now
To have
yeah,
like
the
the
webinar, the
I
webinar.
can't remember, to be honest. I think it's just appeared
Mm.
in
So
the air.
why do you want to do this webinar?
Uh, well, because when I work with people, especially with like um uh young adults, like not teenagers, but young adults, because they're much closer to this kind of the point where they have to actually start to work, and very often they need to start to work in English, or when I work with already like middle-aged people who as well have to start to work in English, or change, like one work to another work, and maybe at another work they need to use more sophisticated English. And I see how this might be like an obstacle for them. And I think that this was one of the motivations to like to do this webinar, because I love what you're doing with people. I love how you're helping them. And you invited once, like a couple of months ago, you invited like people to participate, just to like to be guests on your conference with your students. And it was so interesting, so unusual. So I decided, okay, I just, if I have time, I'll pop in on Zoom and listen a couple of like speeches. And it was very interesting. And it was very interesting to see people, maybe not with perfect English, but they were there, they were brave, and you could see that they knew what they've been talking about. And it was very supportive and very friendly. And the topics were very interesting, actually. So I even had a call later with one of your students, because our topics are a bit interconnecting. So we had a really lovely chat with her. So, and it was amazing, I think, this experience, this conference. So I decided that talking to you might help me understand better how to help people with this problem, with this kind of barrier with English. Kind of when I kind of know English, it's not like I don't know it at all, but I need to work. I need to use it. I need to be there in the room with like sometimes native speakers. And I remember myself here when I started to work here as well. I did master before that. My English was quite good. Well, I'm still struggling sometimes with grammar, as you can hear probably, but who cares? I don't actually. I don't care about it that much. But still, when you work in marketing, and when you have, like six native speakers in the room, and you, the only one who is not a native speaker, they speak so fast. So
Mhm.
by the time when you decided that, oh yeah, actually I have an input to this moment, they already like two questions ahead, and you cannot say them. Wait, there, I need I have something important to say to the like two topics behind. No, it doesn't work like this. So I would say that my first job here in a like very, not very big, but very kind of good and strong marketing agency in the field where I'm working, like employer branding, in London. I think that first 2 months, my brain was basically boiling, because I had to translate all this. I had to put all the new terms. Like we all use like oh God, Женя, тетрадка.
A notebook, right?
Notebooks, yeah. So we all use notebooks to make, like notes, do sketches at work when we in our work process. So I had the notebook, and in each notebook, last 2 pages, they were with new terms and new acronyms, because I had no idea what does it mean. Like the file name something something WIP. What? Work in progress.
Mhm.
Like something something. Let's plan our meeting at on W/C 25 of March. We commencing. So it's just kind of these kind of things, and there were
Mhm.
much more of them. So, and because I had to not translate, but I had to keep up with all the meanings, all the new ideas and everything. It's hard even on your own language, and it was extremely hard in English to do it in English. So,
What
and as I said,
what helped
I
you? I mean, you are describing exactly the struggle that my students face, or they are afraid to face it to the extent they don't even go there, they don't even try.
mhm.
So how did you cope? Because here you are, having had all
Ugh.
experience, haven't dealt with it. So how did you survive
Oh,
through that?
yeah. Well, first, I definitely know that it's it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna be like, like the like a snowball, like it's kind of rolling, 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 and then it's easier. Yeah. It's gonna get better first. And second, mm, I would say because I wasn't afraid to ask questions, uh, and this helped me. Yeah, it was much easier with asking questions. And the third thing is that, as I said, I had a system. So I was I was Googling in a minute when I got the word or something that I didn't understand. I was Googling. There were no AI back then, so I couldn't use AI. It would have been probably much easier. But I Googled. I had those notes, like what are the terms and what are we talking about here, and this helped a lot. And sometimes just a call to your friend, and like moaning and your phone like whinging, like everything is bad. Yeah, well, it helps sometimes. Yeah, um, yeah. This was helping those
Asking
things.
questions. Yeah, I really want to emphasize this point because that's exactly why we are doing that webinar for you,
Mm-hmm.
everyone, to ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
And you can start with filling in the registration form. And we have a space, like a box for your questions there for your situations. So if you care to describe what your struggle is, we might address it right in the webinar.
Yeah,
So
we'll be happy to talk about your situations to, like get some ideas from our experience and kind of produce some, like strategies that might help.
yeah, the
Yeah, we'll be
webinar,
happy to do that.
well, it is taking place on the 29th of April. It will be 6 p.m. Central European time. So it's basically a week for you to get ready to ask us questions. So yeah, please register
Yeah,
and see you
we'll
on
be happy to see you guys. Yeah, yeah.